Today's inspiration is brought to you by Nader Sabry. Today we're going to talk about the top influencers in growth hacking. Yes, there are influencers in growth hacking. So I've developed an article with the top 25 influencers. Of course, this definitely changes with time. A lot of new players coming up with new techniques, but I've tried my best to cover some of the guys who have completely shaped, reshaped, designed, redesigned, whatever you want to call it. These guys have developed what we call today growth hacking. And what's really important about these influencers, and the reason I put this together, is it's really important that you get acquainted with the techniques, tools, and the things that they've done, not just as inspiring stories, but a way to understand how you can develop some of your own growth hacks. Now, what is interesting about a lot of these influencers in growth hacking is that most of them have actually come out of the woodwork in the sense that they've actually developed several startup companies, scaled them, grown them, and then exited these companies. Along the way, several of these guys have also developed growth hacking tools. A great example is someone like Neil Patel, who developed Crazy Egg, right? Kissmetrics is another one that he had developed. So several of these key players have developed tools, and the reason that they developed these tools, and this is what's the most interesting part of these influencers, is they developed these tools because they didn't exist for themselves. And those are some of the best tools because they identify where a lot of the holes are, and they're able to develop them into things that growth hackers can use. So a lot of these guys have put fantastic tools together. Several of them, like Sean Ellis, have written great books about growth hacking that give you very excellent insights and perspectives on where to start, how to do it, what it's all about, and why to even do growth hacking. And there are several of these guys that run portals and different tools that allow for experimentation. The long story short here is that it is important to follow and understand what these influencers are doing because there's a lot to be learned. The most basic thing that anybody can do is outright copy. Okay, I know a sound as strange as that might sound. And then to basically improve on your playbook once you start to copy, whether you combine a few different techniques that guys have used, just outright improve on them, come up, go complete freestyle and come up with something completely out of the box, which is the most ideal way of doing it. But if you're just starting out in growth hacking, you need to look at what some of these guys have done. You might outright copy some of the things they've done and then have incremental improvements until you build your rhythm and then develop your own playbook. So these are the top growth hacking influencers, and I suggest that you follow them, learn from them because they have a lot to offer. They will understand what you're going through because they've developed a lot of tools to help you get through this. For more information about growth hacking, innovation, and entrepreneurship, visit www.nadersabry.com.